Hey guys! Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to talk about one of the most iconic and enigmatic personalities in Hollywood, Johnny Depp. The actor who captivated audiences with his eccentric performances in films such as Pirates of the Caribbean, Edward Scissorhands, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But, besides being a great actor, Johnny Depp also has an intriguing life story and a rich bibliography full of details and curiosities. The life of Johnny Depp. Well, before we talk about the iconic movies and characters played by Johnny Depp, it's important to know a little more about the life of this talented and peculiar actor. Depp was born in Owensboro, Kentucky, on June 9, 1963, and grew up in Miramar, Florida. He is the youngest of 4 siblings and showed his talent for the arts from an early age. But, contrary to what many people think, Depp did not start his career as an actor. In fact, he wanted to be a musician and even played in some local bands. It was only after he moved to Los Angeles at the age of 20 that he became interested in the world of cinema and theater. His first major role was in the TV series 21 Jump Street, where he played the police officer Tom Hansen. But it was in 1990, with the film Edward Scissorhands, directed by Tim Burton, that Depp gained recognition and international fame. From then on, his career took off and he acted in several critically acclaimed and popular movies. But despite his success, Depp has always been a peculiar and eccentric actor, with a unique and striking style. He has appeared at events wearing strange clothes, extravagant makeup, and even with a pirate hat. But despite all this eccentricity, Depp is a talented and versatile actor, capable of playing characters of different genres and styles. And that's what we'll explore in the next parts of this video. So, get ready to learn more about Johnny Depp's bibliography and his iconic characters. The first movies. Now, let's talk about the first movies that Johnny Depp starred in and that helped to consolidate his career as an actor. Besides the 21 Jump Street series, Depp also participated in films such as Platoon and Cry Baby, both released in 1986. In Platoon, Depp played Lerner, a soldier fighting in the Vietnam War. The film was directed by Oliver Stone and is considered a war cinema classic. In Cry Baby, Depp played the protagonist Wade "Cry Baby" Walker, a rebel from the 1950s who gets involved with a rich and popular girl from school. But it was in 1990, with Edward Scissorhands, that Depp really gained prominence and became a cinema icon. In the film, he plays Edward, an artificial being created by an inventor who died before finishing him, leaving him with scissors in place of his hands. Depp's performance was so remarkable that, even without speaking much, he managed to convey all the emotion and anguish of the character. Another film that deserves special mention is Benny and June, 1993, in which Depp plays Sam, an eccentric man who falls in love with June, a young woman with mental problems. Depp's performance in this film is sensitive and emotional, showing that he is not limited to comedic or eccentric roles. So, guys, have you watched any of these movies? If not, it's worth checking them out to see how Depp was already a talented actor from his earliest works in cinema, but we still have many other amazing films to talk about. So don't go anywhere and keep following Johnny Depp's filmography. The partnership with Tim Burton. Johnny Depp and Tim Burton are one of the most iconic partnerships in cinema. They met in 1990 during the filming of Edward Scissorhands, and since then, they have worked together on over 8 films. The first collaboration after Edward Scissorhands was in Ed Wood, 1994, a film about the filmmaker considered the worst of all time. In this film, Depp plays Ed Wood himself and delivers a hilarious and inspired performance. In Sleepy Hollow, 1999, Depp plays Ichabod Crane, a detective investigating a mysterious murder in a town haunted by the legend of the Headless Horseman. Once again, Depp manages to deliver an incredible performance, combining humor and mystery in just the right measure. But undoubtedly, the most striking film of the Depp-Burton partnership is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 2005. In this film, Depp plays Willy Wonka, the owner of the world's most famous chocolate factory. His eccentric and bizarre interpretation turned Willy Wonka into an iconic character, with catchphrases and memes that are still remembered today. Other films from the Depp-Burton partnership include Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, 2007, Alice in Wonderland, 2010, and Dark Shadows, 2012. In all of them, Depp delivers memorable performances and contributes to Tim Burton's peculiar and unmistakable aesthetic. It is impressive to see how the collaboration between Depp and Burton results in such memorable and unique films. And certainly, this partnership will still yield many fruits in the future. So, if you haven't watched any movies from this duo yet, hurry up and get your DVD ready for a unique and unforgettable experience. The controversy around Johnny Depp. Unfortunately, not everything is perfect in Johnny Depp's career. In recent years, the actor has faced a series of controversies and scandals that have put his reputation in question. The first major controversy involving Depp happened in 2016 when his ex-wife, actress Amber Heard, accused him of domestic violence. The accusations were made during the couple's divorce proceedings and ended up receiving extensive media coverage. Depp denied the allegations and sued the magazine that published the article about the case. The lawsuit is still ongoing. In addition, Depp has also been criticized for his performance in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, 2018, the second film in the Harry Potter spin-off franchise. Many fans were unhappy with Depp's casting as the villain Gellert Grindelwald, especially after the controversy surrounding the domestic violence allegations came to light. Harry Potter series author J.K. Rowling defended Depp's casting, which generated even more controversy and division among fans. Finally, in 2020, Depp was fired from the Fantastic Beasts franchise after losing a defamation lawsuit against a British newspaper that called him a wife-beater. The decision by Warner Brothers to fire him from the role of Grindelwald was widely criticized by some fans and supported by others. Despite the controversies, many Johnny Depp fans continue to admire him and follow his career. And, of course, there will always be those who prefer to distance themselves from an artist who gets involved in controversies. The important thing is to remember that, above all, an actor's work should be evaluated for its quality and contribution to culture, and that each person has the right to choose whether or not to support a particular artist. Johnny Depp's bibliography. Despite the controversies, Johnny Depp's bibliography is extensive and full of curiosities. Let's learn about some of the main works and facts about the actor. 1. Pirates of the Caribbean, 2003 to 2017. The Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise is undoubtedly one of the most iconic in Johnny Depp's career. As Captain Jack Sparrow, he captivated audiences with his eccentric and funny performance. But did you know that Depp was inspired by Keith Richards, the Rolling Stones guitarist, to create the character? Richards even made a special appearance in the third film of the series. 2. Alice in Wonderland, 2010. In Alice in Wonderland, directed again by Tim Burton, Johnny Depp played the Mad Hatter. But what many don't know is that Depp collaborated on the creation of the character's look, which included protruding teeth and colorful hair. In addition, he also chose the music that the Mad Hatter plays in a scene from the film. 3. Donnie Brasco, 1997. In Donnie Brasco, Depp played FBI agent Joe Pistone, who infiltrated the mafia to investigate it. To prepare for the role, Depp spent some time with the real Joe Pistone and even underwent dental surgery to have a smile more similar to the agent's. 4. Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, 2007. In this film directed again by Tim Burton, Johnny Depp played the title character, a barber who takes revenge on his customers with a sharp razor. But besides acting, Depp also sang all the songs in the film, which is a musical. 5. Sleepy Hollow, 1999. In Sleepy Hollow, Johnny Depp played investigator Ichabod Crane. To prepare for the role, he watched horror films and drew inspiration from characters like Peter Lorre and Rod Serling. Conclusion. We've come to the end of our journey through Johnny Depp's bibliography. We hope it was fun and that you learned more about this incredible actor. It was a pleasure to share all this information with you, and we hope you found some movies to add to your to-watch list. After all, Johnny Depp is a versatile and talented actor, capable of playing eccentric characters as well as more serious and dramatic roles. It's important to remember that despite controversies surrounding his personal life, Johnny Depp's talent as an actor is undeniable, and he has already given us many incredible moments on the big screen. If you haven't watched any of the movies mentioned yet, go watch them and let us know what you think. And if you're already a fan of Johnny Depp, leave a comment telling us what your favorite movie of his is. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time.
If you liked the content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll stay here until next time.